What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chatting with Jacob. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and today we're talking. This is a series where I break down, some of the questions that you guys have for me, some of the questions that I want to answer for you guys, or some just thoughts that I have in my head. So today we're answering, as the description in the title says, my views on the whole streaming versus buying music debate. There's a lot of hate towards streaming I think a lot of musicians have a lot of hate towards it, and I actually come from a different school of thought where I think it's actually amazing. So if I don't have all the statistics and all the numbers, but if we just calculate some raw numbers here, the mentality that I come from is there's some really, really, really good opportunity here. What we can do is, like, if you take an album, right? So say an artist 30 years ago sold 10 million albums. That's amazing. Say that they sold it for $10 an album, right? That 10 million albums, $10 an album, it's at 100, I think that's $100 million, right? Now, that person that bought that album will only hear that, will only pay the $10 once. So they could listen to it 1,000 times and still only, you only receive that one payment. That being said, every time somebody streams your music, while you get paid tremendously less, like there's an algorithm and it ends up being somewhere between 0.003 to 0.004 of a penny, so per stream. So at least that's what I've seen in my music, depending on the platform and stuff. So like you need typically about 3 streams to make 1 penny. Now you hear that, it's like, whoa, that sucks. And for the smaller musicians, it does, myself included. Like starting off, like when I was getting 30 streams a month, like that's 10 cents, like it's nothing. That being said, as you creep up, it's a snowball effect. As you creep up, you get more and more streams, you make more and more money. Now, so let's talk about a big song, right? One of the biggest songs in the world, like a couple months ago, was Old Town Road, right? So you take Lil Nas X's song, and I did the research, and I think I checked this out, and it must have been like September, October. So he released the song in April, so maybe 6 or 8 months later. He had a tremendous amount of streams, and I broke down the day by day, and he was averaging on one platform, on Spotify, about 4 million streams a day, right? So that's just on one platform. If you take the number that I gave you, say 0.3, the low end of the number, the 0.003 per stream, he's making $12,000 a day on Spotify alone, that one song. Now that's the low end of the number. Now you take Apple Music, now you take Tidal, YouTube, SoundCloud, all these other streaming platforms, Napster, wherever else people stream music, and not including any shows or anything like that. So you take that one song, now you could probably like triple that money. He's probably making somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000 a day from that one song. A day. Now you build a catalog, he has 10, 15, 20 songs. The guy's making serious money a day, which is crazy. Now, a musician doesn't need to necessarily have 4 million streams a day. What if, so my current goal, and I'll probably make another video out of this, actually this is a cool idea, is my current goal is to do 3.3 million streams a month. Now, granted, that was one song of Lil Nas X's. Of course, he was the biggest musician in the world at the time, being streamed and stuff. But that he was doing over 4 million a day on one song. My goal, on one platform, my goal is 3.3 million streams a month across all my songs, across all the platforms. And that averages about to 10 grand a month. So you put that in perspective, 4.2 million streams a day, one platform, 3 on one song, 3.3 million streams a month, 30 days more, or 29 days more, over all the platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all the streaming platforms, over my 60 songs. Tremendously more doable. Now, how hard would it be to me? I'd have to sell a ridiculous amount of albums. I'd have to sell 1,000 albums a month for me to, at $10 a pop, for me to, plus the cost of making the album, because so you sell it for $10, the cost of the album probably costs somewhere between $3 to $4 to make. So now you have to actually sell even more because your profit's only $6 because of the hard copy of the album. You have some serious leverage here, and I think the opportunity to be discovered is amazing. So you have, like, in a CD store, nobody was gonna pay $10 to hear a random band that they've never heard of. But there's no cost now for you to go and listen to a band. A friend recommends you a band or sends you a band, and the opportunity, you just set, all you have to do is click a button and you can hear that band. You don't have to buy anything, you don't do anything new. You literally just have to click a button and boom, they can become your favorite band right then and there, which I think is amazing. There's so much more opportunity for artists to be discovered, and now that does create some like what's it called, segmentation in the industry. Like there are a ton of artists that I've never even heard of that I'll find on Spotify, and they'll be like, they have 4 million monthly listeners. I'm like, that's crazy. This person's making 12 grand a month on Spotify, and I've never even heard of them before, which is kind of cool, but also it shows the segmentation in the industry. Like it's not like just the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin and AC/DC anymore, and all these big, like Billy Joel. You have 10,000 different artists that are making a career, which is cool. It gives them more opportunity. So I'm all for streaming. I think it lowers the barriers so more people can get in, and the people that are meant to get there, make money, and the people that maybe aren't, like some people just aren't, and that's the circle of life. But some people try to be an architect and they don't make it anywhere as an architect. So, but then some people try to make it as an architect and build the Empire State Building. So, to each their own. Hope that answers that question. I love doing these things. So if you guys have any more, leave a comment below. Peace out. Have a great Restituto day.
Maybe things can stay the same, or maybe things will have to change. No way for me to say, cause I can't read your mind. All the conversations left unread, so I had them all in my head. All the things that I might have said,